Where are you going to? Do you know? Where are you going to? Take your time, young.
Take your time, young man.
Mama used to say, don't you rush to get it done. Mama used to say, don't you rush the game, boy.
Don't rush the game, boy.
Mama used to say, live your life. Live your life.
They say the children are our future, but with so much retribution, they missing out on their future. So much devastation, lack of education, got them twisted in this nation. Though poverty is worldwide,
so it's genocide.
every day it's a homicide. These little guys spraying bullets like it's pesticide. The revolution isn't televised. It's the lives of our young black men taken by their own peers and white law men. It's a fight out here. It's like we have no rights out here. That's why we fight out here. God, please save our youth, so they can save our truth. When we was young, we was fucked up too. But this is not deja vu. We hate each other, and they hate us too.
The Willie Rich theory.
Now that's the
Take
deja
your
vu.
time, young.
Take your time, young man.
Mama used to say, don't you rush to get it done. Mama used to say, don't you rush the game, boy.
Don't rush the game, boy.
Mama used to say, live your life. Live your life. Mama knows best, mama always warned me. Her motherly instincts pushes her to inform me. Son, you a black man against a white man's army. Not knowing she was preparing me for the evils out to harm me. The Lou Afghanistan, Medellin is my army. The children are the future, dying at a rapid pace. Ready to run up in something and rip off your safe. Extendos on everything, they'll rip off your face. Heaven's paradise, to get out this hell is a race. Police killed Mike Brown over a blunt case. So my Laguni said, fuck it, we gon' load up the cave. Hands up, don't shoot, or we all gon' spray. Not promote violence, but what do you do when it comes your way? They took an oath to serve and protect us both, but be the first motherfuckers to slice your throat. I tried to tell them life is so cutthroat. Life is too short, precious times is being wasted. Every day is more precious lives being taken. The last of a fallen generation. Black lives matter.
Is these the last days that we facing?
Take your time, young.
Take your time, young man.
Mama used to say, don't you rush to get it done. Mama used to say, don't you rush the game, boy.
Don't rush the game, boy.
Mama used to say, live your life. Live your life.
These little drummer boys, and I ain't talking about percussion. Little guys playing with drums, 100 rounds ain't nothing. Giving headshots, and I ain't talking about concussions. Murder is the topic of discussion. We used to play kickball and kill a man. Now they literally kill a man, and I don't feel a man. They kill a young fam over a couple of grams. Slow down, little
We
man.
go to sleep to the sounds of them 100 rounds. Another body found, slumped in his charge or face down. The number one business in this town is putting bodies in the ground. God, please slow the killing down. From tag football to fighting for a touchdown. Now we fight for our turf, mooring over blocks now. Mine stay far gone, how the hell I'm gonna slow down? Searching for a better route that's hard to be found. Take your time, young.
Take your time, young man.
Mama used to say, don't you rush to get it done. Mama used to say, don't you rush the game, boy.
Don't rush the game, boy.
Mama used to say, live your life. Live your life. Mama used to say. Mama used to say.
Hail to the king and lots of love. May he protect us from the evil. Hail to the king, lots of love. May he protect us from evil.
Through my trials and tribulations, I learned patience. Bow down to no man, but I respect greatness. Son of a king of kings, on my throne can't be taken. Rose from the ashes, abandoned buildings stripped naked. Fallen soldiers died in them same places. Same place a junkie smoked away his life savings. Am I wrong? Cause I chose to satisfy his craving. Became an entrepreneur, hustling in them same vacants. Found honor amongst these, so our bonds became sacred. Some living a boss life, some confined in federal cages. Some moved on, living in better places. I write these poems for those that didn't make it. And my lagoonies on the corner, trapped in the matrix. Protect our children, the playgrounds ain't the safest. As we rise above the madness to altitudes and high locations, held to the king that protect us from the evil that faces us.
Hail to the king and lords of God. May he protect us from the evil. Hail to the king.
Fathers, protect us. We're in the middle of a cold war. Keep us safe. Protect us from the evil thoughts that's hunting our mind. In a negative world, it's hard to stay positive in a life of crime. So I surrender it all to you, even my grind. And through me, I pray your light shine. A devil's workshop is an idle mind. So I read scriptures and positive literature to elevate minds. Up under palm trees, I prefer to unwind with my better half. Sipping on fine wine, white YSL linen, blue sandals, Louis Vuitton. Audemars timepiece, I'm investing in time. Balancing out my options, reading the signs. Cold wars in the ghetto, everybody dying. Turn on the news and all you find is sports and weather, high-speed chases and homicide.
And some developing new singles.
Who it is your girl Miss Kiwi, and I am in the building. We have a great show for you tonight, and we want to just say safe travels to Fast Lane 747. He won't be in tonight, but we pray that he make it to his destination. And of course, you already know my co-host Mrs. Minka be joining us on the screen shortly. So sit back, tune in, call in 515-599-1687. We would love to hear from you. We have a great topic on tonight. Hey, Miss Mink, can you hear me, sweetie?
I can hear you. I can hear you now. I can see you.
All right now. Well, we have a great show for you all tonight on this evening, rather. Miss Mink, what is that mission statement?
Okay, our mission statement is making sure that we bridge that gap between our season and our youth. And as usual, our topics is going to tie right on into what our mission statement is. But we want you all to holler at us. Call in, get in on this topic. This is a topic that everyone tries to evade and not talk about. But hey, why not say it? We gonna say it regardless of whether you want to talk about it or not. We are going to say it because these are things that need to be discussed and talked about. We cannot keep running away from those topics that will help us as human beings in society. So sit back, strap on your gear, because hey, it's getting ready to come for you. But our topic tonight is HIV. Helpless. Wait a minute.
Helpless, ignorant victims.
Yes. You don't know until you know. So, first and foremost, we want to say up front that we're not calling anyone ignorant, nor are we trying to, cause any pain or make anyone feel that we're putting anyone down. When we say ignorant in this topic, we mean as far as the knowledge side, not knowing. You don't know. You don't know what's coming to you.
We have all been there of not knowing, and we still are there in certain situations of not knowing. And that's when you become ignorant, because that's ignorant is just not knowing. That's all that is. It's the knowledge of not knowing. So, hey, when you don't know something, now it's the time for us to start researching, start looking into things, start finding out things that we don't know, because times is really changing, Miss Mink. Times is not like they used to be. So,
Right.
knowledge is really power. When they say that statement, it really means something. It holds weight. Knowledge is power. You can't go by what other people saying. You got to straight know what you know, because people could tell you anything.
That's right. That's true, Miss Kiwi. And you don't want to just go by just what somebody else. You can't put a lot of your nuggets in someone else. You got to gain those nuggets for yourself. And especially on the topic that we have tonight, because it's going to touch a little bit on health. It's going to touch a little bit on, some serious
Relationships,
topics.
job ships, all the ships there is, it's gonna touch on that. We and the thing of it is you can call in 515-599-1687. Join into the topic, share some of your knowledge, things that because hey, this is a we thing. We love talking about things where people can join in and be part of the conversation.
Yes, most definitely. Now, I like that what you said about job ships. I ain't never heard about job ships, but
Yeah,
okay.
hey, we got a whole lot of ships out here, baby. Relationship, job ship, courtship, fellowship, community ship. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a little bit different. I hadn't heard of
and the
the
thing
job
of it
ship.
is in every last one of those ships, we have all felt ignorant a part of it, because it was something we may have not known, but maybe we found out, or maybe it was told to us, or the thing of it is that ignorant is nothing to be ashamed of. It's just something that you have to fix. If you don't know, find out.
That's right. That's right. And hey, the way Google is now, you can search up a lot of things. But one thing about it is that the topic that we are discussing, as well as any of our topics that we talk about, is not because don't we can't know. It's because we don't want to know. We're not going to take that time to go and search and find out what it is that we need to know. Come on, people, let's get into it. Let's search it up, talk about it. That's the big thing. As we always say on Why Not Say It, communication is key, not only in one thing, but communication is key in all things. Hey, when you get ready to talk to God about you trying to get a certain something, hey, you got to communicate. And you got to communicate to him like you would anyone else. However, that's something we tend to shy away from. So that's why it is that a lot of us don't have that knowledge.
That's true. That's true. And that's why I said you just have to get back to doing research. You have to read. That word read right there is going to lose a lot of people right there. Read. And I'm not being funny. I'm just being serious. And, I've always liked reading though. So, it don't make, it's nothing for me to go look up something, but I'm not just, every day looking for something to research. I'm not going to sit there and tell that story. But things that, has started coming across, like health, relationships, job ships, because people got to understand when I say job ship, that you are in a relationship with your job. You have to go there. You have to communicate with people. You begin to develop a relationship. So when I say that, I'm not really being funny. It sounds funny, but it really is. When you go to your bank, you are developing a relationship. You feel me? When you go outside of your house into your community, you are developing a community ship, which is a relationship. So all of these play a part in your life. And the thing about it is the topic that we're talking about, HIV. Not only is it well known, but HIV, the disease, is actually running rampant. So we have to just be knowledgeable of all things, and not just things that we think should be good for us, or that, the things that we are interacting with at that moment. You got to start being knowledgeable about all things. Everything that surrounds you, your children, your people, you have to start being knowledgeable, because the world is steady changing. And the
Yeah,
thing of it is you
you
can
know
get
what? A
lost.
lot of times I know we talk about seasons. Things come in season. So when HIV was running rampant years ago, then that was considered a season. Yeah, it was being talked about a lot then, but now people have pushed it, up under the cover. It's not in season anymore. Although it is raging. It is raging everywhere. And we're going to share a little bit of statistics with you guys, but it's raging.
It
Come on
is.
now. You ain't got to lay down with
But here's the
everybody.
thing that's
No.
really sad and disturbing is, people feel like, well, they did it to me and didn't tell me, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Listen, that it was not right for them to do it to you. It was not right. But we have to all be accountable for our own actions. So don't take that mind frame that they did it to me and didn't tell me. Be that leader, and if you find out that you had anything, take the initiative. It is embarrassing, but the thing of it is you put yourself in that situation. So in order to get yourself out of that situation and be safe doing it, don't endanger everybody else. You shut yourself down, like real
And
talk.
even if you didn't put yourself in that situation, because we know that
lot
there
of
are
time we don't
times
know.
when it is that people get, there's rape involved and so on and
Exactly.
so forth. So even if you didn't, there are ways that you can get help so that
Exactly.
it won't impact everybody. Living with AIDS, we know that there are people that live with AIDS. And actually, because of modern medicine now, people are able to live with AIDS. And not everybody that have AIDS pass
But
AIDS.
first
They
off,
are.
when you have HIV, the only way you will contract the AIDS virus is if you don't attend to the HIV. But when you have HIV, you can't get AIDS like that. That's what I read up on today. You can't get AIDS like that. So it's just one of those things where if you sexually active and you're not protecting yourself, you're at risk. You're at
Mhm,
risk. You're at
mhm.
high risk. And for one, because in these times, everybody is sleeping with everybody. Your man sleeping with 50 women. You may be sleeping with 50 men. And then just imagine all the men and women they're sleeping with. That's a lot of bodies. So if you don't care about yourself, you have to start caring, because it starts with you. You could say no. And that's just not even with just diseases. That's even in relationships. Even in relationships, we have to learn how to make better choices. Sometimes we be in a relationship by ourselves and we don't even know we in a relationship by ourselves, because we thinking our mate is really loving on us, or being, like it's me and them, me and him. But a lot of times it's not like that. It's really not like that.
Well, you know what? I'll say that's where, if you go back to the communication, a lot of times it's jump in. When you're talking about relationships, a lot of people jump into things really fast, not even getting to know a little bit about that person.
Person.
You're not going to learn everything about a person in a certain amount of time, because you can know a person for a long period of time and little things start coming up as it is that you are getting to know that person. So
Right.
it's not that you're going to know that person 100% all the time, right away. You have to give yourself that time to get to know somebody. But a lot of times now, we jump into those relationships and we jump fast and we start having sexual intercourse fast, and we start, hey, we always talk about those spirits that's passed along when it is that you are dealing with certain people, and especially when it is that you are passing bodily fluids with each other. Hey, spirits come along, and one of those spirits could be HIV. So
Exactly.
you want to make sure that get to know who your partner is. Get to know them before it is that you jump into just having sex. Because you may find that you're not compatible with that person. You just gave that person your innermost secretive thing about yourself, and then it don't work out. And some people are okay with that. That's just it. I'm finding out some people are really okay with that. That's the reason why there's no more, I guess you would say, seriousness around having a relationship. I'm
Well,
not just going.
the majority of people are really getting down with it, And my thing of it is, don't get me wrong, it is to each his own. But when it becomes, when it come knocking at my door, or when it comes around my people, then it's not just to each his own. You done made it everybody's own. You know what I'm saying? Because now you sleeping with somebody and they sleeping with somebody, and then somebody might be sleeping with me, and I ain't knowing that all of these different parties is sleeping with each other. But it's just one of those things. Everybody is getting down with the swirl. We don't have a lot of people that say no. I don't want to share my man. I don't want to share my woman. Everybody's sharing everybody, and that's where a lot of these diseases and a lot of people's hearts getting broke, because they don't understand why I'm happy today and sad tomorrow, because, yeah, Lil Ray Ray sleeping with,
Teacher.
all kind of folks, and bringing them back home to you and depositing them spirits into you, and now you don't know why you sad. You don't know why you breaking out and crying, and you don't know why you just clicking off on him, because
You don't know why you breaking out, period.
Because you're dealing with all them spirits. Like, it's real, people. This stuff is real. We're not just talking to be talking. This is real, and we're not talking just. Listen, I have experienced it. It's real. It's so real, and the only way you can get rid of those spirits is if you for real be in tune with God and repent and ask God to deliver you from all those spirits, because those spirits could drive you crazy.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Hey, that's why it is that there's a lot of people don't understand, why mental health is so real, and why it is that mental health is raging. Hey, mental health is raging out of control, worse than HIV is.
Yes,
there are more cases that are being reported concerning mental health than there is, like, certain diseases and so on and so forth. That's because, hey, no, a lot of people don't believe in spirits. A lot of people don't believe in transferring spirits. But regardless to how it is that you think about it, when it is that you are transferring even diseases, those are spirits that you're transferring from one person to the next. So I have a little bit of just some information that I wanted to read to our audience. And as I stated, and Miss Kiwi have stated, if you have any input or anything that you would like to share on this topic, or how it is that you've overcome certain things and so on and so forth concerning the topic that it is that we are speaking about, then call in and share with us. You don't have to tell your name. Just call in. Your testimony or your story can be that helpmate for someone else. Call in 515-599-1687. So not all humans have HIV. So I'll just give a little story. I was talking with some young ladies that I worked with concerning this particular topic. And they were saying, hey, we all got HIV in us because of a certain chromosome or whatever it is that we all carry. But that's not true. From research and from even speaking with a medical physician, that's not true. We all don't have it, because they were saying that if you have chicken pox or if you have measles
and all of those are forms of it,
you have that form of HIV, which is not true. Now, what is true is that if you have, say, for instance, women that get have yeast infections, then yes, that is a form of the hepatitis type chromosome or whatever it was that the doctor was explaining to me. So, you have to be careful in reference to that. It's not as far as like considered a hazardous disease, but it is something that has that, it has that hormone. I guess that's what you want to say, hormone. But as of 2022, an estimated 39 million people worldwide are living with HIV. which is about 0.7% of adults aged 15 to 49. That was concerning to me because when you speak of a 15-year-old young lady or a 15-year-old young man, we know that, our young people are having sex, but we also need to make sure that they are well educated because it's being found that the younger generation is who it is that is spreading it more rapidly now, even though since 2022 there has been a decrease in the spread of it, about 3,000 people within, say, for instance, state to state. And what I found was very strange, or no, I'm not going to say that, not strange, but was kind of concerning, is that the state that has the highest level of HIV transmission is Atlanta, Georgia. That's where I live.
Wow.
That is where I live. Atlanta, Georgia is at 58% HIV. And I have been hearing a lot of it on the news here lately in reference to the cases. So it's starting to peek its head and come back around and get talked about more and more because of the rise of the cases that are coming, that have been talked about.
Yeah, that's why it's just important to just talk about different things, all type of things, because you have a lot of people that, like I said, will never pick up a book, will never read a newspaper, won't even read a magazine, won't even look at news on TV. So they're just living in this world, just living. They're existing. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what's going on. They don't know the sincerity of a lot of the stuff that's going on. And I'm gonna tell you, we in them times, baby. You can see the signs of the times changing, and right before your eyes. And I never thought that I would see these times. I thank God for still being here. Let me say that. But I just never. A lot of things that I am seeing now, I'm like, wow. So yeah, we gotta start making sure we be
And you know what? And I think a lot
aware.
of things that shy people away from talking about these type of topics is because of being scared, or as we stated at the beginning, the lack of knowledge.
The lack
There
of
is
knowledge.
so much knowledge out there that people can gain about different things, as well as I stated from the beginning, people are living with HIV. So don't be scared of it. Get informed of it.
Exactly.
Get
Because the
that.
thing of it is, and this is not no shots fired, but it's real. This is for real. You're not afraid of sleeping around freely. You feel me? Like that should be what really scares you, is sleeping around freely. Even, and don't get me wrong, condoms and protection is better, but don't think that that can save everything, because that don't. It's just about making sure that you protect yourself the best you know how. Stay
Knowledge
up
is
under
power.
the doctor to make sure that you're getting your yearlies, and for men, checking your prostates, and it's real. Like we used to see certain diseases or sicknesses get on certain elderly people, or we didn't in these times. I mean, in times before now, we didn't see like younger people getting sick or having just all of these things that's attacking people's bodies now. You heard more of it in the older people, but nowadays, baby,
That's
it's
right.
it's
Age ain't got, hey,
age ain't got
especially
nothing to do
HIV
with it.
and any other disease does not have an age on it, because you can get it. You can get it. HIV, just to give a little background about it, is a virus that attacks the immune systems, the CD cells, making it harder for the body to fight off infections. Many people with HIV don't experience symptoms for years and may not know they have it. However, once HIV damages the immune system, it can lead to serious illness and even death from infections that the body would normally be able to fight off. But once it is that you have contracted that deficiency, the body can no longer fight it off. There isn't a cure for HIV. However, there is a lot of medicines and ways that you can live with it. become educated. Look out there, search it up. Just know, even if it is that you don't have it, it's nothing wrong with educating and spreading the word, because we all have children, and we most definitely want to make sure that our children are well protected. We can't, keep them from doing everything, but we can make sure that they know
Educated
as
on it.
much
Exactly.
information that they need to know concerning everything that's happening in the world. Who better to educate your children is you first. Don't let the world educate them, because we already know the world is treacherous and they ain't got no pity or no comforting or nothing. The world don't have that for our children or ourselves even. So we have to look at us and take care of us and ours first. We have to be the ones to do that.
Yeah. And the way we do that is we stay mindful, we stay knowledgeable, we make sure we're taking care of ourselves, our health, because I'm telling you, that's even with relationships, in relationship. A lot we were programmed to think that, all men dogs, all men cheat. There are a lot of men that cheat. There's a lot of men that's confused, and they're confused about themselves. So, if they're confused about themselves, how can they even think or, have a thought of really making you something? So, you just have to be aware of everything. It ain't
And
just
it's not
men
only
though. It's
men.
women too. Don't get it twisted. I always say men because I am a woman. But women, listen, hey, these women out here, they is a hot mess too. They a hot mess, for real. They a hot mess. But, hey, we
And
just
actually, during the research that I found, women are the biggest carriers of HIV and spread it around only because they've contracted it through oral sex, anal sex, vaginal sex,
yes,
hey,
buddy.
sex. So, and because it is that women sleep with other men and sleep with other men and sleep with other men, then
And
that's
then
how
not
it
only
gets to.
the women sleeping with the men, but they know that their man sleeping with another man. And listen, your thing is your thing, but right here on Why Not Say It, baby, I'm calling it all out. I ain't scared, and I ain't talking about no particular person. So get out your fifis. Like I said, men is sleeping with other men.
Down low.
Women is sleeping with men that know that they sleeping with other men. Listen, if that's, I'm gonna repeat that. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But y'all have to start being more responsible, because, like I said, everybody sleeping with everybody. And
Hmm.
nobody is saying, "Oh, I wouldn't do that if I was you," or "No, it ain't good to sleep with him or her or me." You feel what I'm saying? Nobody's
Hmm.
doing that. Everybody is sleeping with everybody, and if that's your thing, that's your thing. But that's not my thing. So I'd appreciate. Listen, if you ain't no one woman's man, stay away. And I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Trust me. I love me some me. I promise you I do. And if I have
Yeah.
to be single, I'll be single. I ain't mad about being single. Because guess what? Hey, you was single when you was brought into this world. So there you have
You're
it.
gonna go out single too.
Man, do you hear me?
Yeah,
Now,
you
if
ain't
God
gonna die
has
with a
somebody for
prayer.
me, I'm willing to accept him. But,
Yeah.
to be just a part or just got to feel like, oh, I need love, so I need love from anybody. No, I'm okay.
That's
No,
right.
I'm
But
okay.
I also found that some people are HIV resistant and never become infected, even after years of exposure to the virus. With early diagnosis, access to medical care, and adherence to treatment, people living with HIV can expect to live as long as those who don't have it. So, as I stated, it's all about educating yourself and also making sure that you're getting the proper care, because it's, I know that we've been heavy laying on the fact of the sexual part of the consensual sexual part, I'll say, between that woman and that man, or that man and that man, or that woman and that woman, however it is that you want to lay it out there. However, there are other times when it is that victim is that victim because they don't have a choice in the matter because someone else
Exactly.
have taken that away from them.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, and
Exactly.
don't give up on yourself because I know that a lot of times if that happens and you contract it, people are giving up and wanting to take their lives and so on and so forth. Please don't do it because it's so, as I stated again, so much information that's out there for you to get yourself well educated and also medicine. Modern medicine. Most definitely put prayer on top of all of it.
Yes,
But if
Lord.
you just don't have that praying spirit, hey, ask for somebody else to pray for you. But most definitely get into the knowledge of what it is that you are going to be dealing with. It's going to be hard. It is hard. But hey, we want to live for ourselves. That will to live, most definitely that will to live.
And that even goes with a stress ship. People be in relationships with
With these
stress.
ships, kid.
Listen,
It's
baby,
something to
we got
see
so
with.
many ships. I'm telling you, all you got to do is anything you think about, put a ship on the back of it. Because when you think about it, you are in relationship with a lot of different things. Like
Hey, I
anything.
like it, but I'm just saying it just killing me because I,
Yeah,
I mean,
because
hey.
anything you're spending time with, anything you're putting your what I want to say, putting yourself into, that's a ship. It's a relationship. So you have
Uh-huh.
to start thinking of, I'm telling you, it goes so deep. And there's so many things to start thinking about. And people probably saying, like, I ain't have to worry about all that type of stuff. But we are in them times to where now you do have to worry about those things, not become stressed out about it, because when you have a relationship with God, you could take everything to God and he gonna fix it, he gonna work it out for you. But you got to have a sincere heart and you got to be willing, because he's not gonna force himself into your life. He's just not that type of guy. He not gonna force himself on you. But if you're willing and you have an open heart and you surrender and you repent for your sins, yeah, he gonna holler at you.
So one other thing, a couple more things that I would like to share is that I found that it's not, you know, that's why I say education is key. When it is that you think about just knowing different things it is that you have to deal with, I found HIV is not passed on easily from one person to another. The virus does not spread through the air, as some people, think about it as, does not spread through the air like colds or flu viruses. It does spread through, the biggest way that it spread is through anal sex, okay, and through bodily fluids. How it is that you get HIV is like, say, for instance, through passing blood. We know through sharing needles if you're a drug user. But the largest thing that I found that HIV is passed is through anal sex. See, when you have vaginal sex, then your vagina has layers of skin that helps to protect it. However, anal only has one layer of skin. So once that layer of skin is broken, then that just opens up a world of that disease being able, those viruses being able to be contracted because your immune
And
system
and not
becomes
only
weak.
and not only that, this is something also you have to think about. When you're having anal sex, you're bringing all of that bacteria from the back and putting it into your vagina, because a lot of people don't get up and wash off before they allow that man to insert into their vagina. They just go from the anal into the vagina. And you have to remember, all of that bacteria is going right into you. And that's another way you can, all with the yeast infections and all of that. So we just have to take her. And men, just to let y'all know that men can also have yeast infections too. Just to put that out there. So it's just it ain't just a woman thing. It's a man and a woman thing. You just have to start being cautious and taking care of yourself. Point blank. Period. Not
Yes,
just
most
with sex, with
definitely.
everything. With your heart, with your feelings. And a lot of people take their feelings and that's how they make a lot of their decisions, but we got to kind of take our feelings out of some of these decisions that we make because them feelings have you making some of the wrong choices.
That's right. Absolutely. As I stated, people who acquired HIV through heterosexual contact made up 22%, which is 8,059 of the 39,136 HIV diagnoses in the US of 2022. And so I went a little bit further and researched in reference to 2023. As I stated, in 2023, it had decreased by 3,000, less than what was in 2022, but it's back on the rise in 2024. So that's one of the reasons why it is that we wanted to, share this topic. Why not say it is going to always say what it is that needs to be said. And we may not give you all of the details or all of that, but we're hoping that we are piquing your interest to go out and seek it and search it for yourself. You want to make sure that you are educated. We can't do, hey, I'm a big believer of you can lead that donkey to the water, but you can't make that donkey drink. So I don't care how much information it is that we share, just like there is so much information that's out there on the World Wide Web. That doesn't mean that everybody's going to go and search it or everybody's going to hear and listen to what it is that we are saying. But it's all about love, because one thing that I don't like is the fact that things start running rampant. Things run out of control when it comes to certain things, especially when it is that you can be that helper in helping to prevent it instead of helping to keep it going, helping
Exactly.
to making
Being messy.
sure.
Being messy. That's what it is. Being messy.
Yes, yes,
You flat
yes.
out being messy. That's just that on that. And let me tell you, baby, these men are just as messy as these women nowadays. And it's sad and it's pitiful. And then they wonder why women like me don't have respect. How can I respect you for being a man, but you acting real bitchy? Come on now. We gotta turn this stuff around. The world has really corrupted us, and it's gonna take us to reset our own minds, because if we allow or wait for somebody else to do it, we doomed. We doomed. We are doomed. So yeah, we gotta get it together. And everything I say, it starts with Miss Kiwi, baby. I'm telling you, I've been doing some soul searching and getting me together, baby. I ain't worried about what nobody else doing. I'm telling you.
Well, we sure see that hers together tonight, Miss
Baby, you
Kiki.
did, baby. Miss Kiwi getting herself together, baby.
Yes.
Because one thing about me, baby, whenever my time come and I stand before the Father, baby, I want him to be able to say, oh, Kiwi, well done. I know you, babe. I know you. Yes,
We
sir.
know you
And
anyway.
not look at me and be like, you say your name is who? Be gone. Be gone. Yeah, baby. I ain't playing them type of game. Mm-mm.
That's
And
right.
trust me,
No,
I
you
have
don't
been
want to.
listen. I have been in relationships where I have gotten my feelings hurt because I've loved on a man that played like he loved on me, and he really didn't. He was loving on me and everybody else at the same damn time. But you know what I did? I took that stride and I said, okay, time to go get a checkup. When it got checked up and made sure Kiwi was good, I'm good. But when you start trusting a man and you call yourself loving on a man, then you start getting comfortable, and then you let your guards down with them protections, and then cause you thinking like it's just me and you, us never apart. And then you come find out my kid died, cause he had everybody else. Yeah, Yeah, but for real, this, hey, I've had my heart. I ain't got no shame to tell. Shit, I done had my heart broke a couple of times. But guess what?
We
I
all
bounced
have.
back.
No,
I
I mean, you know
bounced
what?
back, baby.
Nobody is
Every time they
obsolete
broke my
from it.
heart, I started loving on me even more. And I found out, baby, loving on me is the best thing ever.
That's right. That's why loving on you also includes making sure that you educated.
That's right, baby. Baby,
Education,
I be reading everything
knowledge
I
is
can read.
power. Yes,
Baby, it's called Sound It Out.
that's
Sound it
right.
out.
That's right. That's how you learn how to speak your words. First
Sound
words
it
when you're
out.
younger, you gotta sound them out.
I'm
But you
telling
gotta
you.
keep going until it is that you get it going. So,
Yeah.
it's very important. That was one of the reasons why it is that we wanted to. Okay, it looks like I'm freezing up. Can you hear me?
I heard you. You good,
Oh,
baby.
okay.
You ain't freezing up down
Okay.
here,
That's
baby.
one.
Now, if you want to freeze, we can freeze.
You
There we
stupid.
go. And we back to the
But
segment.
that's one of the reasons why it is that we wanted to make sure, and we're gonna always make sure, hey, whether
Yeah.
you like us or you
You
don't,
don't
whether
like
you
us.
like what
We
we
do
said
not
or
think
you
we
don't.
all that. We don't think we know everything. We try to get y'all to tune in. We try to get y'all to join in. We try to get y'all to call in. We try to get y'all to give us some topics to talk about. But I'm going to tell you something, baby. As long as God keep putting it on my heart, I'm going to keep talking about it. Love it or leave it. It's okay. If you
That's
don't
right.
like it, you don't have to call in. You don't have to tune in. You don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. But if you want to be a
Absolutely.
person that really want to help,
That's
hey,
right.
you can always still stay in your lane. But we try to have all type of topics. So if you're a person that like to help or want to help somebody, reach out to us. You can, hey,
That's
we on
right.
social media. We definitely
That's
on
right.
social media. You can reach out to Fastlane 747, Miss Mink, or Miss Kiwi. We definitely on social media. Get
That's
at us.
right.
Give us
Most
a
definitely.
topic. If you feel
Most
like you
definitely.
want to
And
come
we
on the
encourage.
segment,
We
we do.
encourage that.
We
We
do.
encourage you
But
to
you know
reach out
what?
to us.
We can't make nobody. But God say, if y'all keep on being faithful and consistent, hey, I got y'all. So I ain't worried about it. For the few that do watch and tune in and listen, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all for the support, and we gonna keep on every Friday if it's the Lord's will.
That's right.
If it's the
So,
Lord's will.
hey, as we always do at this time,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
coming up on that time where it's time to say, hey, what Mickey Mouse used to say, MIC,
Okay.
see you real soon.
Real soon.
AEY,
Next Friday.
MOUS, see ya.
Okay.
So make sure that you are at least gaining. We hope, I'm not going to say make sure, we hope that you are gaining some nuggets, that you getting something out of the topics it is that we are speaking of, and that you understand that it's not personal, it's all about the love. And we most definitely want to make sure that you feel the love when it is that we are sharing the knowledge, because we most definitely want to make sure that everyone is protected and safe. We love you all. We love all our listeners. Hey, all our callers that call in. We got some faithful callers, and we most definitely have some faithful listeners. And we love you. And don't worry, if you missed the show, we're going to share the link for you to come back and revisit.
Exactly. You can always go back and revisit. And every now and again, why not say give out trinkets? We give out trinkets, baby. Hey, we love giving to whoever. All you got to do is call us.
That's
Let us
right.
know that you're watching us.
That's
And we
right.
got something for you.
That's right. Absolutely. All right, Miss Kiwi,
But,
what you got for us?
hey, I got you and me, baby.
Yeah.
Now can you dig it? No,
Well,
but
definitely.
hey, but no,
I can
for real
dig it,
though.
baby. I can dig
You
it.
don't know what you get until you get it, baby. You gotta call in, talk to us. We definitely gonna talk back. But we love y'all. Until next Friday, we are out of here.
Yes,
Love
take
y'all,
it
love
from
y'all,
home.
love y'all. Don't be a
Love you
stranger to why
guys.
not
Remember,
said.
knowledge is the power. Go get you some
Get your son.
knowledge, that is.
We just finna play some music. See what we get.
been in front, and behind of a gun. And most of these niggas ain't even been on the side of one. I watch my life have been reflected through the eyes of my son. They say my age makes a difference, cause she died to be young. I done took so many losses, I'm cautious of my surroundings. They killed my little cousin Shining. It's fucked up how they didn't found him. It's fucked up how they.
I woke up this morning, money on my mind, money on my mind, money on my mind. I woke up this morning, money on my mind, money on my mind, money on my mind. I'm talking skyscrapers and plenty of paper. Got my mind on a million, ain't got no time for you haters. Skyscrapers and plenty of paper. Got my mind on a million, ain't got no time for you haters.
God is real, the devil must be too. That means it gotta be a right and wrong thing to do. But see, we all got our own choice to make. Choosing a life with sin, sealing your own fate. For me, I'm gonna choose living for the better. Through all my ups and downs and any type of weather, I'm just gonna chill and repent, getting my life together. Living for God no matter what, keeping my head up. I looked around, I couldn't find nobody, was the only one. And when I needed help and I was by myself, he was the only one. And when I learned the truth, that's when I broke loose, cause he's the only one. And when he gave me breath, he did it by himself, cause he's the only one. He's been good to me. My mama always used to say you gotta earn your keep, and I ain't never giving up, not for eternity. And that's the reason why I'm singing, he's the one for me, yeah. I hope you all feeling the song. Being together is better than being alone. Walk in the light, walk away from all this wrong. Now sing along with the song till we all go home. When I looked around, I couldn't find nobody, was the only one. And when I needed help and I was by myself, he was the only one. And when I learned the truth, that's when I broke loose.
All 3 T's, 16 nigga, the mixtape, rock on nigga, get on my way, I'm coming, nigga, it's my time. All of my team, we doing it. Me and my team, we doing it. I put a 3, not a 20. Don't fuck with that nigga, he ruined it. I rep the 3 to the death of me. I got you niggas the recipe. First nigga with the opioid, poppy seed, nigga sesame. You cannot fuck with a picture me. You